Hey fam, it's Grace, and today I wanted to go through some truths that I've written down on my phone and just kind of see what they're all about because these are things that like literally I feel like I have thought of at some point in the last like week, and I've been like, wow, like that's true. Like that is true. That is true. That will forever be true. You know, when you feel like something is so valid, it's like, it's not like you contemplated something logically. It's like you just felt that it was like true. Okay. The first one that I have here is I know that we are the same. We are the same on some sort of level. We are the same. Like the experiences that I've had, you've also had those same experiences, or you will have them. Whether they are the exact same or not, that doesn't matter. I'm talking like baseline, what chemically went on in our bodies, in our mind, in our spirits. On some level, there could be different, magnitudes of that experience or whatever, but like humans are the freaking same. Like we're doing the same things. We have the same struggles internally and externally, like in the physical world, as big as taxes, internally as big as insecurities. We are the same. Okay, those are very macro examples, but that's the gist of that. We are literally the same. Okay. Yes, we're so unique and different. Yes, duh. Different beliefs, different views, duh. But I'm talking like fundamentals here. Okay? Period. Number 2. You must flow or you'll get stuck. So you think you're walking along a path, okay, and something jumps onto your path and you're like, what? Are you just going to not continue on your path because you thought that was the only path? Or are you going to have to redirect, carve a new path, go down that path? Or are you just going to stay there forever and ever because you thought that your lovely little path was the only way? No, there's so many different ways. You have to flow. You have to adjust. You have to change. Change is the only thing that we can count on in this world. Things are always going to change. That's another truth. Change is the only thing that is consistent in life. Things change and you have to go with the flow. You have to flow with the change or you will get stuck and stinky like a swamp. We don't want swamp ass in this bitch. Okay. I like swamps. I watched Shrek. I love Shrek so much. So maybe that's your truth. If my path shuts down, I will be a swamp. Maybe that's your truth, okay? And that's cool too. This is no judgment or anything. I just prefer to be an ocean. I want to be an ocean. I don't want to be a swamp. PU, okay? I want to be an ocean. Oceans they're ebbing and they're flowing, right? They're cool, yeah. I like oceans, okay? Just all I'm saying is be optimistic when things hit the fan. Kind of have to be optimistic and see how it can work in your favor. Okay, next truth. We are not just one thing. We're something different in everyone's story. So this really goes with the fact of being careful how you identify yourself, okay? Because chances are you are not who you think you are. In fact, you are so many different versions of yourself. So let's take my father, for example. So I just got in a car accident a few days ago, and it brought up a lot of memories and childhood experiences that I've been working through. And my dad, in my mother's eyes, his ex-wife, my dad is like this con artist, this horrible person who's like out to get everyone. But in my eyes, my dad is the person who, growing up, has always showed up to all of my sports games and has always shown me unconditional love and support, who would do anything for me, drop everything for me. And he's also an adult who's living this life for the first time, trying to figure out adulthood, and has also made mistakes, many mistakes, just like we all make mistakes. Like, obviously no one's perfect. We know this. Duh. He's just made mistakes, okay? But in my mom's eyes, he is the villain. He is the absolute villain. And in my eyes, he's just someone who's learning like the rest of us and has shown me a lot of love. In my little sister's eyes, he is so different. In my older sister's eyes, he's also so different. So that was a big thing that I learned there. And so that was cool. But anyways, like, even for me, like, I know, like, let's take that car accident, for example. In that car accident, I was the villain. I was in the back of a 3-car pileup, okay? I was the villain. But a year prior, my car was totaled, by the way. Totally destroyed. Everyone is safe, and that's what I'm grateful for. Period. Anyways, a year earlier, my car was also totaled. But in that situation, I was literally out of the country when that happened. My car was parked on the street. Shout out San Diego drivers on a Saturday night. Ugh. My car was totaled. And so in that situation, like, I was the victim, right? But in this most recent situation, I was the villain. But it's like, what am I? Am I the villain? Am I the victim? I'm neither. And I'm both. I am everything. Okay? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm everything. Me just like sitting here in this house, like, I feel like I'm crazy. But I know I'm not crazy. I'm crazy and I'm not crazy. Okay, moving on. All right. And similar, actually, kind of this next point is kind of similar to that. How nothing is good or bad. Everything is just kind of happening. This is my next truth. Everything just is. Nothing is good or bad. It's how you label it and the perspective that you see it from. So let's take that same car accident, for example, that just happened a few days ago. Okay. So bad. Let's look at it from a perspective of that was bad. That was not good. That was not preferred. Not a preferred situation. Okay. That was bad. My car is totaled. I didn't have insurance on it. And there's 2 other cars that also had damage in front of me. Okay. Bad. Lots of money needs to be spent. Obviously, do I need to explain like why a car accident's bad? Okay. Period. You get it. Bad perspective. Good perspective. Okay. I have the opportunity now to buy myself a car. I've never bought myself a car before. I have the opportunity to be financially independent and free in this situation, buy myself a car and have it unique to me. I can wrap it in a cool color. I can put stickers on it if I want to, you know. I probably won't because I just want to like wrap it in a cool color, okay? But I get to be really creative with this car. And I get to make it unique to me and I get to love it. I get to design it, make it however I want, okay? And that's really cool. That's really exciting. I've never done something like that before. And buying a new car for myself, it's not going to be a new car, buying a car for myself, I'm going to be pushed to continue living this life where I'm starting businesses. I'm pushing myself financially now more than ever. When I do this, I make a big girl purchase. Like I'm pushing myself more than ever. It's giving me the opportunity to start new things, pave new paths and walk on those paths, see where they lead me to, see who they connect me with. Like this is like the world is my freaking oyster with this situation that just happened. Goodbye to my old car. Hello to my new life. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay. I'm kind of lit about this car accident now. So, okay. Oh, this last point here. Last point. Life becomes so much easier when you focus on your own experience. How can you make your own experience as fun and loving and fulfilling as possible, disregarding other people's perspectives? So say that you worked on a little presentation for work or for school or whatever, you know, you worked on a presentation for it. You feel good about it. You have your own support, your own validation. Okay. You walk into the presentation and there's 2 kids in the back that are like snickering, haha, laughing at you, judging you. You can just kind of get a vibe from some people that are judging you, okay? are you going to then cower because you see some people judging you? You're like, oh no, like I must have said something weird. I must have messed up. I must have said this incorrectly. Like, oh my goodness, like I'm worthless, whatever. Or are you just going to focus on your own experience of like, no, I worked for this. I did that. I prepared for this. I feel good about it. And I'm going to present it in that way because that's how I feel. I don't give a flying about what Sally and James think over there. Okay? Hey, kitty. Hi. I know. Our perspective is what matters. I'm pet sitting, and these 3 cats have no tails, and it's the coolest thing ever. So whose perspective are you focused on? Are you focused on their perspective, the hater's perspective? Because if you're focusing on the hater's perspective, you're being a hater towards yourself. Or are you focusing on your own perspective of loving yourself, accepting yourself, and doing your best work? Because then your perspective and your lens that you're looking through is love and is acceptance and is slay and is fun and is like, ooh, you can do whatever you want. But if you're looking through a lens of like other people, ugh, messy, icky. You don't want that. So all of this to say, like, just be very careful with how you identify, how you see the world, because it really is all up to you. It's all a choice. How you see the world is all a choice. There's another truth. I don't know if I said that in here, but that's another truth. It's all a choice. How you see things is all a choice. And what you do with the things that you see is a choice. So slay the day away. Peace and love and money. Okay, bye.